Hi guys, thank you so much for joining me. This is day 5 of our 5-day cardio challenge. So if you've been doing this with me, thank you so much. We finally made it to the end. I'm very excited to have a little break from cardio and get back into the gentle flows. If you are new to Pilates, I've said this at the start of every cardio video, these are faster paced, which means the setup cues, I don't have as many setup cues or modifications as I would in some of the other videos, especially the gentle progression series. So if you're new or not super confident yet in your form, technique, all of that, please start with that and join the cardio when you feel ready. Well, let's go ahead and get into it. We are going to start with our leg pulls. So we're going to have our hands facing our feet. We're going to push ourselves up onto our heels. Our gaze, like my gaze right now, is just underneath the ceiling. We really want to focus on keeping our hips nice and high and our shoulders away from our ears. We're going to lift our leg and alternate, keeping that pelvis nice and steady. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and release. We're going to come onto our forearms for some supported femur arcs. So again, we want our shoulders to stay away from our ears, float our legs into tabletop. We're just going to tap one toe at a time down onto the mat. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to keep our feet together. We're going to spread our knees apart and then bring them back together. 8, 7, really paying attention to where your gaze is. We want that neck to stay nice and in line with the rest of our spine. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and drop. I'm going to do those 3 things again. So we're going to get back up into our leg pulls. Again, keeping that gaze in line. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and lower, back onto our forearms, back into our femur arcs. Just tap that toe and bring it back. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. The butterflies. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and release. We're going to come onto our side and do a side plank all the way extended. We're going to do some stars. Go ahead and come up. We want to be on the side of our foot, not our ankle. We're going to lift our arm and leg. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Balance is a little off today. Put one foot in front of the other. hike those hips up towards the ceiling and thread that arm under. 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm going to come into a quadruped position. So our hands are underneath our shoulders, our knees are underneath our hips. I'm going to drag that back right leg. Gonna tap our left hand out in front of us. We're just going to raise and lower, making sure that there is no movement in our back. We're not kicking, we're just lifting. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Same thing on the other side. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we're gonna do our leg pull fronts on our forearms. Get into the plank position. Kick that leg up, or lift that leg up, not kick. 9. We're alternating 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead. Come onto your knees. Wipe your hands off if you need, because my hands are sweaty. We're going to do our stars on the other side. Now come on up onto our ankle, get your balance. And we're going to lift and lower. 9, 8, 7, whoop, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hike those hips up. Thread that hand under. Remember to put that foot in front of the other one. I forgot to say that. 2, 3, 4. Last one. And go ahead and come back down for our quadrupeds. Drag that right foot back, tap that left hand forward, lift and lower. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Leg pull fronts into that plank position, keeping that back straight. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, quick child's pose. And we're gonna come onto our backs to do the 100. So you can have your legs up in a tabletop, curl your head, neck, and shoulders off at the mat. We're floating our palms face down. We're going to pulse. Inhale 2, 3, 4, and exhale 2, 3, 4. 10 more seconds. And release. I went a little longer. Go ahead and do a quick femur circle, and then lower your legs, palms facing up. We're going to do 3 teasers. Take a nice deep inhale, and as you exhale, we're going to float our trunk and our legs up, palms facing up towards the ceiling. 3, 2, 1, and release. Deep inhale. Exhale, come up. 3, 2, 1, release. One more. Hold it. 3, 2, 1, and release. All right. I'm going to do some corkscrews now. So we're going to point those legs towards the ceiling, drop them towards the wall behind you, balancing on our shoulder blades. You should not feel any pressure on your neck, and certainly not your head. Drop that pelvis back towards the opposite wall if you're feeling like that pressure's on your neck. We're really imagining our thighs are going up towards the ceiling, and we're going to shift those legs over our right shoulder. We're going to come down the right side of our spine, making a U shape. Swirl around and come up the left side of our spine. Now our feet are over our left side of our shoulder. We're coming down the left side, up the right side, making that U shape. Down the left side, up the right side. One more time, down the right side, up the left side. Bring your feet back to the center and slowly with control, vertebrae by vertebrae, bring your legs back down to the ground. We're going to do 3 roll-ups. Your hand placement you can have over your head with the standard roll-up. You can also do the neck pull version where your hands are interlaced behind your head for a bit more of a challenge. You can put them on your forehead. Really, it's up to you. Go ahead and take a nice deep inhale, and as you exhale, tuck your chin to your chest, roll your head, neck, and shoulders off of the mat. Come into a spine stretch. Tilt that pelvis back, restack that spine. Hinge back as far as you can, tilt that pelvis, and then unroll. Do that 3 more times, or 2 more times, excuse me. Up, and curl. Restack that spine, hinge back, tilt the pelvis, and unwind. Deep breath. Up and over, curl. Tilt the pelvis, restack the spine, tilt the pelvis, and melt back down. And we're going to go back into our 100. Bring those feet back into tabletop. Curl your head, neck, and chest, or shoulders off of the mat, not your chest, that would make sense. Float your hands up, and inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. If you need to only breathe 3 times, it really doesn't matter as long as you are breathing consistently. There's no right or wrong way to breathe as long as you are not holding your breath. And our gaze is looking through our thighs, our shoulders are away from our ears, and our lower back is heavy on the mat. 10 more seconds, and I do mean it this time. And drop those legs, palms facing up towards the ceiling. 3 teasers. Deep breath. Exhale, float your legs and trunk up. Hold it here. 3, 2, 1, and lower. 3, 2, 1, and lower. 3, 2, 1, and lower. All right, we're gonna end with one more corkscrew. Go ahead, bring those legs up, drop them towards the wall behind you. Twist so that your feet are over that right shoulder. Come down the right side of that spine. Swoop around, come up the left side of that spine so our feet are over our left side of our shoulder, making that U shape. Come down the left side, up the right side. Nice and control. We're gonna pause here, bring those feet back to center, and go ahead and slowly unwind. All right, you can do a little assisted roll up to sitting. That completes day 5 of our cardio challenge. Thank you so much for joining me. It's been fun. I am excited to, what do we have next? We have the Deep Low series coming up before Thanksgiving, and then we have the 12 days of Christmas, which I'm very, very excited about. So, as always, your body and I thank you for spending this time with us on the mat, and I look forward to seeing you on the mat tomorrow.